In the White Lotus Season 3, Greg and Belinda forged a compromise after a tough story. Let's recap. Since The White Lotus is an anthology series, Season 3's cast contains mostly excellent performers playing new characters. Greg has been a supporting character in all 3 seasons, and Belinda returned after being a prominent character in Season 1. The arc revolves around Jennifer Coolidge's Tanya from Season 2. From earlier in the show, we knew Tanya was worth $500 million, which Greg inherited following her tragic death by his hands. Greg hunted Belinda down after she discovered his role in Tanya's death in The White Lotus Season 3. Since the season premiere opened with Belinda's son, Zion, swimming to help his mother, one could have expected Greg to murder her. Yet none of the deaths in The White Lotus Season 3 involve this scenario. The White Lotus Season 3 deal explained. The White Lotus Season 3 saw Belinda receiving an offer of $100,000 from Greg, a number that caused her to go back and forth on the matter. After discussing it with Zion, Belinda's son convinced her that rather than taking the $100,000, they should negotiate for even more. The two returned to Greg's house near the hotel in the Season 3 finale, where Zion attempted to use his charm and NBA connections to extort Greg for a larger sum, a choice that could have easily backfired. Zion provided Greg with Belinda's bank account and routing number, which allowed him to make the transfer. When Belinda checked her computer the next day, her balance displayed $5 million, showing that he was willing to come to an agreement. Belinda spoke with him on the phone shortly afterward and fully agreed to keep her mouth shut, allowing Greg to live out his days in peace as he asked for. She shares in the profit of Tanya's murder, and he gets to remain free from the law. Why did Greg give the money? The antagonist of The White Lotus is multifaceted and difficult to understand. His particular sexual preferences, made evident by his young girlfriend, Chloe, are something he is only now starting to uncover. He looks to be in better spirits and agrees to generous terms, as he is finally beginning to fulfill this vital area of his life that has been ignored since his youth. Obviously, there are practical considerations, but the impact of this new information on his decision is enormous. Given the logistical considerations, it was unlikely that Belinda could have been entirely silenced. The decision to negotiate a bargain was the safer one, as she could have easily passed the information on even if he had murdered Zion and her. Chloe has given Greg a reason to live, and he has $5 million to be safe. Even though it's strange to consider, Greg might be truly pleased for the first time, given her reputation as a staunchly moral character. Why did she take the money? Belinda first hesitated to accept blood money. Nevertheless, her behavior after amassing her newfound fortune suggests a motive behind her theft. Although show creator Mike White has a soft spot for Belinda, he appears to be implying that the temptation of wealth may affect anyone. Even though Belinda didn't come from a wealthy family like Sachs and Ratliff, she would still put wealth ahead of justice if she had a chance. That Belinda has changed her mind about using the funds from her passion project business as an indication of this is clear. We should all be delighted for Belinda that she has finally gotten a break, but the theme of The White Lotus is the rapidity with which it alters her expectations and wants. Beyond the extra $5 million in her bank account, this past week in Thailand has had a profound impact on her life.